Hello and thank you for joining us at Windrider Studios. Joining us today is Timothy Blackwood, the award-winning filmmaker of The Conqueror. This film takes us into the life of Jerome Conquest, a maintenance worker by day and a professional boxer by night. And what a great name for a boxer, Conquest. I'm delighted to welcome to our studios Timothy Blackwood. Hi, Timothy. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Luke, for having me. I really appreciate it.
I just want to commend you. Before we start talking about Jerome's work, I just want to commend you because your work actually served someone, and look at the results. Look at the fruit. It's a wonderful testimony. It's a wonderful story. Why did you choose to do this film?
It's very important for me as a filmmaker to be able to highlight stories of individuals who are a hero to themselves, to their communities, but also to us. My producing partner and I, Bradford Downs, we met Jerome in a boxing gym. And Jerome said, if you want to follow me around, I'm actually getting married on Saturday. Do you want to come to my wedding? And then next Friday is my next fight. So Jerome opened up his entire world to us and was really keen on us telling his story. We saw an amazing opportunity to be able to tell his story, but also to be able to portray his life in a truthful and powerful way. And that was an opportunity that we just couldn't pass up.
Who is the antagonist in this film, in your opinion?
I think the antagonist takes shape in the form of any type of person or tragedy that can weigh us down and drastically change the course of our life. And based on our decision of what we do when that tragedy happens, will determine the outcome of the life we're going to have.
There's one quote in the film where Jerome says, everyone has a similar story. They have lost a friend. Did he share anything about Calvin to you?
What Jerome does there when he makes that statement to say everybody has lost someone, he's making an all-encompassing statement to not only say you've lost someone because they've been killed, but he wants to really emphasize what it means to lose someone that you love. And that's something that all of us can relate to.
You're exactly right. What type of research did you do on Strawberry Mansion? And I think that's ironic because when you think of mansion, you think of royalty. But this area is far from royalty or extravagance. Is that right?
What I had going into this film was we met Jerome. Jerome opened his world to us and was really keen on his story being told and being told in a way that was really authentic. And that was great for us because we want to show his life in a way that's real and genuine, because that's what's going to resonate most for the audience. And it's also the most genuine way to work as a filmmaker, I think.
Why would he wear a old high school basketball jersey into the ring where it's typically there's a lot of pomp and circumstance?
He wore the Strawberry Mansion basketball jersey into the ring because his community is deeply meaningful to him. And he knows that will be meaningful to his community. He wants to see the neighborhood that he grew up in and that he cares so much about to be represented and to show them how much he cares about them. So I think it's a wonderful example of setting aside your own ego to help support those that need you.
Since this film is about Jerome, let's talk about him. And I want us to talk about him from the vantage point of this question. You went into this neighborhood blindly. You didn't know very much about Jerome. Did you have any preconceived notions of a black male? And did those preconceived notions prove to be true or false? So let that be your launching pad to talk more about Jerome.
What Jerome did very graciously was opened up the entire world to me so that I would be able to see it in a way that was really accurate. I really came into this with a blank slate because I didn't want to impose any preconceived notions on the project. And I really wanted Jerome to be the one to tell me how things were without me making any assumptions about it.
It sounds like you, in coming close to Jerome, understood the plight. And I think Jerome said in the film, every day is a grind. And you saw that grind up close and personal.
I've been able to see it in a way that is not at a mile away or arm's distance. Jerome's always over at his mom's house doing things to help out. He's always lends a hand to help even care for the other grandkids and to be a positive role model in their life. So Jerome is definitely a extremely proactive force in helping to support his own mom and his own dad.
Let me ask you about Jerome now. He was an amateur boxer turned pro, was a custodian. Tell the audience what Jerome is doing today.
So Jerome is continuing to train. He has had a couple injuries, and then of course with COVID, a lot of the boxing has been put on hold, but he's continuing to push himself. He's continuing to seek out better opportunities and to open himself up to others to say, look, I'm here, I'm giving it everything I have, and I'm going to do the best at whatever you put in front of me.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Timothy, for your time.
Luke, thank you so much for having me on the show today. I also want to thank Windrider for the work that they're doing, for giving me this incredible honor to show the Conqueror and to give Jerome's story a platform. Thank you so much to the Windrider audience. You guys are awesome, and I just can't wait to see more of you and to continue to be a part of this community.
Thank you, Timothy, for joining us, and to everyone who has made it possible for us to talk today. Again, I'm Luke, Bobo, and we look forward to seeing you next time on The W.